Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be the real reason why she dumped you. I've got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hey Coach, so my girlfriend and I were in a relationship for over 2 years. Our first year we spent 3 months together. Then I left for an out-of-town job. We saw each other once a month or once every 2 months. And then I moved back 8 months later and we stayed together for a year in the same area. Everything was great. I had to leave in May of this year to go overseas, and I gave her the choice to stay or to come with me, and she decided to stay. He says, we did great, but I started getting busy and she did too, and contact got to a minimal by August, and we were still good. And well, obviously not if you're writing to me. He says, at the end of October, she asked for some space, and she, it's like you're hardly talking at all, but she wants even more space. He says, and she wanted to work on herself. Sounds like she wanted to work on another dude. He says, we still talked, but at the end of November, she started seeing a new guy, and she started ignoring me, and I started panicking that she wouldn't reply or give one-word answers. Then I finally got her to pick up. Wow, it sounds like you're stalking her. That never works, by the way. He says, and she told me that she met someone new that she likes and that I was gone for so long and she didn't expect this guy to come into her life. He says, I still panicked and tried to change her mind, and it didn't work, obviously, so I ignored her for about 5 days. It was the longest both of us have ever gone without speaking to each other. She messaged me and told me she feels like she is making a mistake and that she still feels like I have her heart. Well, that's a good sign. He says, we didn't speak after that, and the next day the person she was seeing asked her to be his girlfriend. When I found out, I sent her an email stating I was happy for her and that even though in a month I will be back, I would not get in the way between her and her new boyfriend. It's like, dude, why would you do that, man? It's like you're over pursuing this girl. This is why this girl lost interest, is because there was no mystery. She got bored with you. She got too familiar with you. Even though you guys were long distance, you were always the one initiating most of the contact. And as she backed away, you obviously chased her even more, which caused her to get to the point where she was so completely bored that she didn't even want to talk to you. And that's why she was blowing you off. He says, the next morning she messaged me and told me she wanted to see me when I come home. I told her I don't know if it's a good idea and I don't want to come between her happiness, and she replied with, He says, we didn't speak for a couple of days, and I started hanging out with new girls and posted a picture on my Twitter of her. Why would you post a picture on Twitter of her? That's still chasing. In other words, I know why you did that. You posted on her hoping that she would see it and say something. You're still chasing. He says, she does not follow me, so I didn't expect her to find it. A friend replied to the tweet saying, upgrade, and she favored the tweet. Today she contacted me about her best friend because her best friend read a conversation between me and my girlfriend. And when she was mad at her saying nasty things, she asked me to not bring up our relationship, but that she wanted my advice. And she wanted to listen. I gave my advice and I said bye. She seems happy with her new man. They spend every day with each other. Do you believe that this program will help me, even though she hasn't seen or been next to me in over 8 months and we have barely talked to each other? He says, I'm coming home for a month's vacation, then going back for 4 months to finish an account, and I'm moving back in June. Or do you believe that she will stay with someone more stable that is there with her? Well, the reason that she's with this other guy is that you acted like the woman in the interaction. You chased her and you pursued her, and there was no mystery, there was no sexual anticipation. She became completely bored with you in the relationship, and you basically became her male girlfriend, and you went along with it, and you're still pursuing her. When a girl wants her space and she blows you off for another dude, you should say, hey, give me a call if it doesn't work out. I don't want to end things, but if you want to date somebody else, and hey, that's your choice. Give me a call if it doesn't work out. And then you walk away and never look back. But in this case, you continue to chase, and you're acting like the needy, insecure male girlfriend who's basically sitting on the side, and you're checking in with her from time to time to see if she's broken up with this dude yet, so you can get another chance. What I would do if I were you is I would start dating other women and completely forget about this girl. And when she reaches out to you, assume it's because she wants to see you. And you just say, hey, great to hear from you, sweetheart. I'd love to see you. When are you free to get together? And just say, hey, why don't you grab a bottle of wine, come on over to my place. We'll make dinner together. And invite her on over. And she brings up, if she says, well, I only coming over as friends or this, let's just say, I'm not interested in just being your friend. And that's it. I mean, so don't agree to go along with a friendship. And so it's like, I'm not your friend, and I'm not going to be only just your friend. And if you're cool with that, then great, come on over. And if you're not, then give me a call if you change your mind. That's all you got to do, and she'll let you know where she stands one way or another. That way you make it clear to her on the phone or the text or the email or Facebook message, whatever it is that you're doing with her, where you stand and what you're letting her know that there's no friendship or anything. This is a romantic relationship, that you're not interested in being friends. And if that's all she wants from you, then hey, go call somebody else, go call your boyfriend and go cry on his shoulder if you need emotional support. And that's what you should do. Walk away and never look back means walk away and never look back. And if the girl reaches out to you, you should assume it's because she wants to see you. And then you just simply try to arrange a date. And if she's down with it, she'll make a date. And if not, she'll give you some excuse. And if she gives you an excuse, just say, hey, well, when you figure it out, or if you change your mind, give me a call because I'd love to see you. And we can pick up where we left off. We don't have to get back together officially. I just want to be able to see you and touch you and hold you again. But I'm not interested in hanging out with you and not being able to touch you or being your emotional support or being your therapist or your male girlfriend. I want you. I've always wanted you. Now that I'm back in town, I want to spend some time with you. If you're down with that, give me a call. That's all you got to do is just walk away. And so it sounds like this girl will reach out, but the problem is you're constantly over pursuing her. And if you're constantly pursuing her, she's not going to want anything to do with you. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for whatever electronic device you want to read my book on. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, or my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Wibiya toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.